Good morning, Jupiter High School. It's Wednesday. I'm Coach D, and I have the fortune of sitting here with Drea Corker. Good morning, Drea.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, I'm doing well, thank you. Besides this crud I got from all of you disease-filled meat sacks out there who got me sick. So you are, and I just happened to pass a flyer for the Ways to Cope Club, and you are as a member of that, or?
I am the leader.
You are the president. We're going to call you president, or just the leader? Fearless leader.
Fearless leader.
We'll go fearless leader. That's good. Especially so. What is the Ways to Cope Club? I think the name seems to be obvious, but.
This is a club open to students that have any negative emotion that they want to release, such as stress, anxiety, depression, grief, and we'll be doing fun activities to help release those emotions with people that can relate and help support us.
So that's fascinating, especially as we go into this testing season where the academic anxiety is palpable. I mean, you can really see it in the class, especially someone like me who stepped out of the classroom for many years and came back, and you just are faced with this in March and April. When we talk about it. So, and when do you meet? Let's first get that out.
We meet Tuesdays after school, and we have a remind, and I send the room number that we meet in because it's constantly changing.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
So you got to find them. It's a little trick. So I think it's great that that you have this opportunity, but really the bold move I got a lot of respect for those young people who are understanding and self-aware and are willing to make the move to ask for a little bit of help.
Yes, it's very. I thank those people that want to better themselves in life.
Right, because I mean, if you cut yourself, you'd put a Band-Aid on it, right?
Exactly.
And if you're feeling anxiety, you should do what?
You need to get help.
Yeah, so there's no shame in any of this. We all feel it. I've lived with depression most of my life, and we all find ways to cope. And my what was it called? Relentless cheerfulness. That's what it's been accused of. That's intentional and a mechanism to cope. So what kind of things, when you get there, what kind of things are we looking to do?
Well, we do baking, we do painting, pottery. We're hoping to go do some outdoor activities like planting plants and fishing.
So getting back what you put out there.
Yes.
So you're going to create beautiful things and help beautify the things around you, and in doing so, you hope to get some of the good feelings back.
Yes.
Yes, it's the great irony of all this, that the cycle, and then when the anxiety, the depression talks to us, and we withdraw, and it causes people to withdraw from us, and then we recognize that withdrawal, and it feeds on that.
Yeah.
So you get out there and reach out, and then you find that there are many hands there for you. I think it's fantastic you're doing this. I really do. And I have an interesting story. We're going to not do the drawing for Warrior Pride this week. There was a story brought to me actually a couple weeks ago. There's two young ladies had no idea the impact that this was going to have. But we lost a member of our family a couple of weeks ago. I don't know if you know a custodian named Tina Bean. Children and grandchildren went here. She was a alumna of Jupiter, and a wonderful member of our family. Died suddenly and tragically. It was awful for all of us. The Friday before she passed, they had no idea. Two young ladies, these two, Alyssa Barassi and Samantha Haley. Alyssa and Samantha decided on their own accord to help Tina clean the courtyard. The courtyard's a mess. I talk about it often, that you guys just get up, not you guys, some of you, not you I'm talking to, but you know people who do. They get up and they just leave their things there.
Yeah.
Sometimes you do it carelessly, and sometimes you do it thoughtlessly. And these two stayed and helped Tina clean that Friday, not knowing that the last thing Tina was going to remember about Jupiter High School was these two wonderful young people who just decided to be helpful and give of themselves and of their town to help the school.
Putting in a helping hand.
Yeah, exactly. And so Alyssa and Samantha, good on you. You are absolutely the Warriors of the Week this week. And Drea, anything else you'd like to say?
No, I think I'm pretty good.
No, I think it's wonderful that you're providing this opportunity,
Thank you.
I really hope that enough people are bold enough to take advantage of this.
So do I.
Thank
you so much.
You're welcome, and we'll see the rest of you guys in the halls.
Good morning, Jupiter. I'm Jason Dobular.
And I'm Dylan Dan with your news for Wednesday, February 19th, 2020.
Class news, advanced programs showcase, and incoming 9th grade orientation. This event is designed to help guide our incoming freshmen through the course registration process and to encourage current rising sophomores, juniors, and seniors to engage in an accelerated coursework. Both events are scheduled for the evening of Monday, March 2nd. The Rising 9th Grade Orientation begins at 6 p.m. and the Advanced Programs Showcase begins at 7. Clubs Jacob's Shoes, please help collect new and gently used shoes for the community in need. Items may include shoes of all types and sizes, children through adult sizes, men's, women's, sneakers, cleats, and dress shoes. Shoes may be delivered to Mrs. Cronkite's room 6105 now through March 3rd. Bring your community service log if you would like hours for your collection time. DECA is partnering with Youth Crisis Center of Jacksonville to support their efforts to build a healthier community. We are accepting donations of toothpaste, shampoo, conditioner, bar or hand soap, shaving cream, razors, mouthwash, and towels. 1 hour of community service will be given per 10 items collected. Bring donations and your community service form to Mrs. Preston's room 4106.
The Japanese Club will be meeting this Friday after school in Coach Anderson's room 6115. Interested in traveling to Japan? Many of you are aware that Mrs. Anderson has a full trip in 2021. If you are interested in educational travel but weren't able to get signed up for that trip, there will be another one in June of 2022. See Mrs. Rogers in room 7208 for more information. Sports. If you work the wrestling tournament, come by room 4109 and get your community service paper from Coach Raz, or come by the cafeteria after school during practice time.
Black History Month. Stay tuned for an interview with Shalisa Davis, former Marine turned marathoner. Shalisa shattered the Guinness Book of World Records for the fastest female to complete 7 marathons on 7 continents. Also, she's the first African-American woman to complete 7 marathons on 7 continents in 7 days. Stay tuned.
And have a great day, Warriors.
Grio's Republic.
Well, I've been running since 2000, racing marathons, I should say, since 2002. I've done half marathons, 5Ks, 10Ks. But I started going outside, let's say, the state that I was in, right? Probably when my daughter got a little bit older. So she was born in '99. I did my first couple of marathons in the same state that we resided in at the time, which was California. So when she got a little bit older, right, I was able to travel. And so I would go to other races that was appealing to me. And I knew about certain races like the Rock and Rolls and such, so on and so forth. But what happened was I found out that they had a club called the 50 States Marathon Club. So 50 States Marathon Club sounds like what it is. You run a marathon in every state, and then they have one that's 50 states plus DC. So I've done both. So from that point, I was on a quest to finish a marathon in every state. And this happened probably around 2013-14. So before that, I was running the same races over and over and over, and I ventured out into unknown territory for the goal of finishing the marathon in every state. 7 Quests was the first time I left the country to go race. Now I had run in Africa because I was deployed in Operation Enduring Freedom. So I done a lot of running in Africa, but I never raced. Like I never signed up for an actual race. First race I did was in Perth, Australia, and that was in January. And then every day, for the next 7 days, I traveled to another continent and did another race. And I enjoyed the Netherlands, Amsterdam, and I will tell you why. Part of that course, and this is the only course that had dirt. It was part dirt. I'm a big trail runner at heart. I love trail racing. So it was half of it was on the dirt. So that made me excited right there because I like to run on the dirt. Yeah. And it was around a lake, and the lake was frozen. They had families and people out there ice skating with their cats and dogs, kids, everybody, the whole family out on the lake. In Amsterdam. So as we were running, we were watching this, and it was fascinating. And so I think that was like my favorite course, but my favorite run altogether had to be New York because my friends came out. I'm just saying, and it makes all the difference in the world. You have support, people know your name, people are encouraging you. I mean, people encourage you if they see you on a race, but by name, Lisa, go, so I think New York was my best race because I had so many friends out there supporting me, and it was home territory. So I would have to say New York. A lot of people say it hurts when I run, I can't run. I will tell you, first start out walking. Running hurts when you do it outside your level of comfort. I can run and hold a conversation with you. If I'm at the point I can't talk, now it's probably getting painful. So for people who are trying to run, let's say qualify for Boston, they're used to running in that uncomfortable situation. But for people who want to do it for fun, for an activity, for physical fitness, but don't want it hurts, run within your breath. But I say, give it 1 week. 1 week. If you give it 1 week, you will be hooked. Because I'm gonna tell you about running. You can do it anywhere. You can do it at any time, right? And it's one of those things you can go at your own pace, but you will see the biggest gains, whether it's weight loss you're trying to do, whether you're trying to tone, or whether you're just trying to relieve stress. But you get the greatest gains in the shortest amount of time running. You just do.
Rio's.